Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video I would like to read an article entitled Both Liens and Mortgages. As described in our article on deeds of trust and mechanism liens, borrowing on property and failing to pay for work on property result in foreclosures of deeds of trust in the case of default on a loan and enforcement of mechanics liens in the case of failure to pay for improvement on property. There are similar protections available for vessels, and this article briefly describes the remedies available for failure to pay on a boat mortgage or for repair for improvement on a vessel. Boat mortgages. Registering of vessels. Boats must be registered with a licensing authority. Some vessels are required to be documented with the U.S. Coast Guard National Documentation Center. Depending upon the size and use of the boat, this documentation is required if the vessel is more than 5 net tons and engaged in fishing or coast-wide trade. However, in recreational boating cases, the Coast Guard only requires vessels equipped with propulsion machinery to be registered in the state of principal use. The owner may choose to document it rather than state register if the owner wishes. This avoids the annual state license fee since the documentation is a one-time expense through renew for free annually. The documentation is valid for any part of the United States and internationally, while state registration is solely valid for the boat within the state. So many boat owners choose to be documented vessels. For those vessels choosing state registration, in order to comply with the Coast Guard regulation, a boat must be registered with the state's licensing division. Thereafter, a certificate of number will be released. The number must be displayed on the boat in a specific manner. The owner or operator must carry the valid certificate of number wherever the vessel is in use. Number must be legibly painted or permanently attached to each side of the forward half of the vessel. The state validation sticker must be affixed within 6 inches of the registration number. No other letters or number may be displayed nearby, with the exceptions of the vessel free decal. Lettering must be in plain vertical block character of not less than 3 inches in height. Spaces or hyphens between letter and number grouping must be equal to width of the letter other than 1 or a number other than 1. The owner of a vessel must notify the agency which issued the certificate of number within 15 days if the vessel is transferred, destroyed, abandoned, lost, stolen, and recovered or not, or if the certificate of number is lost, destroyed, or the owner's address changes. For documented vessels as well as state-registered vessels, the United States Coast Guard is the federal regulating authority for recreational boats. The Coast Guard has jurisdiction or law enforcement rights over recreational boating in all United States waters. Under federal law, a certificate of documentation with a recreational endorsement may be issued for a vessel that is eligible for documentation. The Coast Guard issue boarding safety recommendation and ensure the property compliance with several boating and safety laws and equipment requirements. Every boater is responsible for knowing and adhering to Coast Guard boarding laws and regulations and laws specific to the state in which the vessel is registered or operated. Boarding safety requirements and the enforced by the U.S. Coast Guard and the local and state agencies. Mortgage on documented vessels. Federal statutes provide that the mortgage on related instrument that includes any part of a documented vessel or a vessel for which an application for documentation is filed, wherever execute must be filed with the Secretary of Transportation to be valid. To the extent the vessel is involved against any person except the grantor, mortgager, or assigner, the heir or device of the grantor, mortgager, or assigner, and a person having actual notice of sale, conveyance, mortgage assignment, or related instrument. Before a vessel is registered, a mortgage of it will be valid if recorded according to the laws of the state. After it is registered or enrolled, the mortgage will not be valid unless recorded as required by the laws of the United States. Atlas Imperial Diesel Engine. Co. v. Criscuolo, where the owner of a motorboat executes a chattel mortgage while the boat was being constructed and the mortgage was recorded in the country recorder's office but not in the office of the United States Collector of Customs. That mortgage was valid and enforceable until the boat was enrolled and duly licensed by the U.S. Department of Commerce. However, if after the boat was licensed as a vessel of the United States documented and another chattel mortgage was executed to a person who had no actual notice of the prior mortgage, no mortgage which includes a vessel of the United States is valid against any person other than the mortgager and any person having actual notice thereof, until such mortgage is recorded in the office of the Collector of Customs at the port of such vessel. A federal statute provides that the vessel district court have original jurisdiction of a civil action brought to enforce a civil action in personam in admiralty against the mortgager, maker, co-maker, or guarantor for the amount of the outstanding indebtedness or any deficiency in full payment of the indebtedness. A civil action against the mortgager, maker, co-maker, or guarantor for the amount of the outstanding indebtedness in any deficiency in full payment of the indebtedness, and a prior mortgage lien or a claim for the outstanding indebtedness secured by the mortgage vessel by exercising any other remedy, including an extrajudicial remedy against a documented vessel. Thus, enforcement of the vessel mortgage is allowed in federal court only and may allow enforcement of mortgage right, the sale of the vessel to satisfy the indebtedness. So the time is up and the article will be continued to read on the next video. So bye bye, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.